What's up, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about fins, freediving and spearfishing fins, which ones you should get, when should you go plastic, fiberglass, carbon fiber. We have Bret Whitman here. He's from SpearFactor. Check him out, spearfactor.com. He's got a podcast, and he's going to be making a whole bunch of videos. But Bret brought two of his fins, and he's going to talk a little bit about them.
Yeah. So this is a pretty hot topic. Everybody talks about carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber. And I was like the last to get a set of carbon fiber fins. And mainly because I'm cheap and broke due to my children. But I think the biggest thing was that I noticed was that carbon fiber fins do make a difference.
Oh, they do?
Oh, yeah, they do. But I always thought to myself, like, I've had these fins for 15 years. Swear to God. And I thought to myself, like, if I could dive to 100 feet with a pair of shitty plastic fins, then I'm good. Like, I didn't really realize the fact that plastic fins aren't as efficient, so you're conserving oxygen and or you're using oxygen, where like your carbons, you're getting way more. Your kick count's like half.
Wow.
With carbons, a good pair of carbons. But I dove these for like 15 years, and they've been with me all over the world. I think the best thing about plastic fins, though, is that they pretty much are indestructible. And then for you beginner divers, when you're starting out, you're gonna lose so much shit. Like, have you ever lost anything?
All the time.
Yeah, you like just
Where'd it
dude,
go?
you lose everything. Even if it's just leaving it on your buddy's boat, you never get it back.
Yeah.
Every time you lose stuff, it's money. So that gets tough. But with these fins, if you lose them, you can probably buy a replacement pair on Craigslist for like 50 or 60 bucks half the time. So when you're starting out, get a pair of regular plastic fins. You're not going to notice the difference. And these things will scratch. It's not going to be a big deal. They don't really break. And again, you don't notice the difference. And if you lose them, you're like, oh, I got to go get another pair. Not, oh, damn, I guess we're not eating this month because I just bought a pair of carbons. Yeah. So again, I've had these for 15 years, and I was able to convince finally that I needed to get a new pair when they started cracking right here. I was like, oh, that's not good. That's going to crack on me at depth or something. I don't know. So I just kind of used that as momentum for me to like, I probably should grow up. And I think it's about time for me to get an actual pair of dive fins.
So why did you go from plastic to carbon and not fiberglass?
Well, because, I had heard the pros and cons are very similar. However, fiberglass is a little heavier and it's a little bit more durable. And so I just wanted the best. I wanted to go from the shittiest to the best because I could afford it now.
Right.
So I did it. Looking back, with all this time I spent on the tropics when you're on the reef and you're constantly scraping your gear up, or even if you go out on the bottom and sitting there and you're kicking off, like maybe a good pair of fiberglass fins would be a great option to have, especially if you're going to be hole hunting around reefs for like grouper and things like that. But I'm glad I got a pair of carbons for sure, and it was a game changer. But again, if you're starting out, you're not going to know the difference. And the carbons that I got were, I gotta say, some of the cheaper kind. They were like $3 and some change. However, they cut my kick count in half. And they're so much lighter. And I went back one time to wearing my plastics, and it felt like I had bricks on my feet. And I was going nowhere. And so that kind of like reassured me, like, wow,
You made the right
I
decision.
made the right decision, yeah. But if you look on these guys, all the scratches is all from sitting on coral reefs, and kicking and hitting on the bottom or whatever. I mean, it happens. And, I don't buy things to have it sit up on the wall. So if it gets scratched up, it gets scratched up.
I definitely love that Omer Stingray foot pocket.
Yeah, and I gotta say,
So
like,
comfortable.
I think that's a general. Like, these are the best foot pockets I've ever worn, for sure.
They
And
are
I've heard
very
everyone
comfortable.
say the same thing, so that's what I did that. But I also heard one way to get rid of these scratches, you take Vaseline and you can just
Oh, just
like basically
polish it
wax
off.
it, and it
Interesting.
it gets rid of them. I've used it last time I got back from Guam. This time, however, not so much. But yeah, but carbon's great. They work. Just I feel like if you're more experienced, you're going to know how to be more gentle with them, so you don't break them. Like you can't just jump off a boat with these on; they'll bend and snap. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where like if you're brand new, you're like I got carbons, boom, and then you're out. 300, $400. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. The name of the game is like getting fish in the boat. So if you get
Having enough money to get to those fish.
yeah, that's the point. So yeah,
Well, thank you so much. I hope you
yeah,
found that beneficial. Definitely go check out Bret's stuff at
sure.
spearfactor.com. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe for more. And until next time, stay safe in the water. See ya.
All right, good luck, guys.